let some of y'all get up in there. Let y'all look at them clouds rolling in. Well, I was gonna go fishing this morning, y'all. And we got some weather coming up in this thing. And I mean some real live weather coming up in here. Uh, so I ain't go out there. I was like, man, nah, I don't want to get out there somewhere and get caught up in a storm. So I just said, well, I'm just staying my butt here at the house and get some things done around the house and then, and call it a day. But I was like, dang, man, I need to do something. I need to do something. So I was like, well, I guess I go on and go live, have live conversation. You know what I'm saying? Let some of my people get to know me and stuff like that. And some answer some questions and have some conversations about fishing or have some conversations about hunting, stuff like that, or grilling, whatever y'all like to do, because I do all of that. If you on my channel, you watch my channel, I do all of that. Yeah, I do a backflip if you climb on top of a pine tree and jump off. Yeah, I do that. If you do that, yeah. Do a backflip. Do I look like I could do a backflip? What kind of mess is that, man? We here to talk about some fishing or some hunting or something like that, man. Do I like grilling? I love grilling, man. I love grilling. Let me show you where I'm in my cooking pit or my trailer right now. See, this is what I cook on most of the time. Got it set up. Right now, pollen's on everything, but yeah, that's my. Okay, sorry. Yeah, nah, I'm just playing, man. I know you were playing, I was playing, but now, yeah, I love grilling, man. Yeah, my favorite thing to cook. Am I invited to the barbecue? Man, say, yeah, man, yeah, you invited to the barbecue. Man, look, hey, I'll feed anybody. I will feed anybody. I don't have no problem with feeding nobody. I believe everybody should eat. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't gonna feed you every day. Now you gonna have to start paying something then. I mean, we got some transactions going on if I'm paying you every day. I'm feeding you every day. Oh man, say I'm the best. Oh well, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I appreciate that a lot. But I'm gonna tell you like this though. The best thing I like to cook that I feel like I cook the best is brisket. I mean, yes, I know I'm a Texas boy. Yes, I know everybody's like Texas briskets and this, that, and the other. But brisket is what I do the best. I do my brisket different than a lot of people. Oh, look at her. Old gang was riding down the road. Man, say it's been some crazy stuff going on around here in the country, man. But anyway, like I say though, brisket, I do mine different. I'm gonna tell you how to do it, how I do it. I ain't gonna tell you everything how I do, but I'm gonna tell you how I do it. This is what I do. I get that brisket, and first I marinate it. You know what I'm saying? I like you brine and I brine it. I put it in a solution that I make up myself. I take it up out of there the next day. See, this is like a 2 day process for me, like a 2.5 day process. One day I'm getting the seasoning done, and that's the soaking it and all of that. Then I'm gonna take it out. Then I'm gonna put something up in it. I'm gonna inject it with some juice that I create, and then I'm gonna put that joke out there on that pit, fat side up. I do fat side up at first. I'll tell you why. Fat side up. And the reason why I do the fat side up is because if you put it fat side down and the fat cap is on the bottom at first, halfway through your cooking, where all your fat and where all your juice going? Your juice is going to drip out the bottom. Your juice is gone. So that's why I go fat side up. And then I let my fat come on down through my meat and cook. You understand what I'm saying? Let all that juice and everything cook back through that meat. That's why some people brisket be so dry. You try to bite it and you feel like you trying to tug on a rope. I'm telling you, man, I can tell you some things about when it comes to that barbecuing, man. For real. Ribs, that's what everybody love that I cook. Ribs. Me, I mean, I'm all right with ribs. They okay. I don't really like to eat them too much. You know what I'm saying? For one reason, I don't like to eat them too much because they make my blood pressure go up. Yeah. But other than that, though, yeah, I cook the mess out some ribs too. I love ribs. Yeah, make some eggs. I love eggs. Make some eggs. You talking about like scramble some eggs for breakfast? Make some eggs. Say, man, make some eggs. That's elementary right there, making eggs, man. But yeah, I wanted to go fishing this morning. We got some storms coming in East Texas, man. Yeah. Yeah, I can dig it. But yeah, we got some storms coming in this morning. I wanted to go fishing so bad. I went fishing the other day. I did a TikTok, y'all. I'm trying to get into that TikTok crap. But it's kind of funny, bunny, man. You can't even say what you want to say. You can't really do what you want to do. You know, YouTube be kind of funny too like that, but it's not bad as TikTok. You say one thing, they be trying to, it's crazy. But I did a video the other day with TikTok because I went out there and went to go catch me some crappies. And when I tell you every time I was throwing out by the bank, what I did was I would throw long ways of the bank. You know, maybe about 5 feet from the bank line, and then throw and reel up slow with one of them little Barbie garlands. Every time I come through one spot, boom, them Joe were hidden. And I'm talking about all of them was black up under there. When they black, that's when they spunning. That lets you know they spunning. When you see that black up under that crappie, yeah, he's spunning. Yeah, people steady hitting me up on that them TikTok videos and everything. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, y'all go over there to TikTok, check me out, man. It's Billy D's Outdoors TV over there too. It's storming here. Where is her? Where you at? Yeah, I see you say it's storming. Where you located? Jackson, Mississippi or Florida? I feel that breeze coming in though. When I tell you that breeze coming, that breeze is coming. Man, don't you hate when your lighter go out? That don't make no sense, man. Yeah, but that breeze is really blowing. As you can tell by the trees back there. Yeah, it's finna start to get ready to get crazy around here. But yeah, man, I just wanted to touch bases with y'all. You know what I'm saying? My people. You know what I'm saying? Go live for a little bit. Everything is everything. I can't say. Yeah, but everything is everything, y'all. I just want to touch bases with y'all, see how y'all good people was doing, man, on this good Wednesday morning. See if everybody was all right and things like that. I haven't made no live videos in a little while. Haven't posted too much in a little while because I've been trying to get my other stuff going on. And then we trying to get the fields together right now. So we start putting these purple hood peas in the ground, some squash. Y'all out there, y'all like the garden? Anybody like the farm? You know what I'm saying? Plant you some peas or something, plant you some okra. What y'all like to plant? I plant all of it because I be selling all of it. I sell like 80% of my produce. I mean, first year I did it, I think I made a little over 6,000. Second year, shoot, a little bit better than that. Then I ain't gonna tell you no more else because I don't want you all in my business like that. But yeah, man, y'all can you can really make some money off of gardening. Real talk. I mean, people really love produce. Strawberries, yeah. My wife grows some great strawberries. I'm not really a good strawberry grower per se. I'm more of your vegetables, your peas and your pintos, uh, squash, watermelon. I'm good at that. Potatoes. I could do all that real good. You know what I'm saying? I be kind of sticking in my lane. Yeah, because sometimes when you go outside your lane, man, then you spending your money on them seeds, because seeds are high now. If anybody out there know about gardening or farming or planting things, them seeds, they don't went up. I remember 5 years ago when I first started planting stuff, I'm going to say a 50-pound bag of Purple Hub peas was like, I'm going to say 160 something bucks. Okay. The year after that, they went up to like 165, 170. And I wasn't really tripping. Year after that, I noticed they bumped up to 200. I'm like, golly, but that was around Corona, when the COVID came around and all that. And then after the year after that, man, they went to like 225. So right now, if you go get a 50-pound bag of Purple Hub peas, it's gonna be 2 for $25 off the rip. And I get it from a good rate, at a good rate from a good feed store. You know, I'm buying maybe 2 or 3 of them at a time, so they give them to me good at pretty much what they pay. So they wherever you go might cost more than that for a bag of Purple Hub peas. There's no telling really. You know what I'm saying? And then with the weather how it's been, man, it might be kind of hard on it this year. But I'm gonna stick it out there and I'm gonna do it out there anyway and just see. My thing is keeping the deer out the way. That's the main thing when it comes to gardening, keeping your deer out the way. Now I'm gonna give y'all a little tip. Don't y'all tell too many people about this. But I'm gonna give you a tip on how to keep the deer away from your garden. Yes, I know you can use hair, all that old kind of stuff. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, it works. Sometimes it don't. But this one method right here, it works. I'm going to say it works for about a week, or it works until you have a real heavy rain. And this is what you can do. When I fertilize I broadcast fertilize. I use liquid fertilizer, right? Some triple 13. I dissolve it in a 5 gallon bucket. Okay, so what I do is when I dissolve that triple 13, I mix everything up real good, get it dissolved. I add in Dawn dishwashing liquid to it, the kind with a scent. Now, this is where it gets tricky. I add that to it with the scent, right? Okay, now mix everything up, get it real good, and pour it off in your bucket. Don't mix it up to where you get sooty. Really bag it up. Mix that together off in your sprayer. Pull the soap off in your sprayer. And then pour the water with the fertilizer first into your sprayer. Then then squirt your dishwashing liquid off into your sprayer because you don't want to agitate. It's gonna be foamy if you mix it together. So do it like that, and then agitate it. Mix it up real good. Put your lid back on. When you spray that on your plants, it's not gonna hurt your plants. Two effects gonna happen. One, the fertilizer mixed with the dishwashing liquid is gonna help it stick to your plant like you bought some surfactant or something like that. Now you can use this out there in your fields. You can use this for your regular plants or whatever. It will keep the bugs off of it. Number two, it'll keep the bugs out. And it's gonna keep the deer away. Because the deer don't wanna eat nothing that's smelling like evening sunny dew or whatever flavor or whatever scent you get. Yeah, what don't matter what kind of scent you get, that deer don't want to smell that. So spray that upon your peas, spray it on everything, spray it out on your stuff like that, and then that should keep them away for at least about a week or two. Now, if you have some rain or you have a heavy dew, that's gonna wash them leaves off. And then you're gonna have to repeat the process. Well, you can't put fertilizer back on these things again because you didn't already fertilized them last week, right? Or whenever before the rain came, right? So now what you do is you just get regular water. That's it. Just like you're watering them, misting them down. And preferably do this at the evening time because that's when the deer are gonna be mainly raping your plants. They gonna be just ripping them down. I'm telling you, they will eat them, and it don't take them long either. They'll get out there, man. One night, your peas can look pretty. I'm talking about they jumping. They about that tall. They getting the busting off at the top and everything, and you like, man, it's gonna be a good year. And then you wake up that next morning and go out there, and them deers done mowed down about 7 or 8 rows. Yes, that has happened to me. Man, I was so mad. Man, ooh, I was mad. Have you ever just seen somebody so mad they just sit there and stare into space and one tear drop out their eye? That's how mad I was, man. I could chase down a deer and bite him across his back right then in that moment. I'm telling you, I was that mad, man. But shoot, man, I made up for it deer season, though. I made up for it during deer season, man. Yeah, I laid the hammer down on them. But yeah, I'm telling you though, that's one thing that'll help you out in your garden. The next thing that you can do to help you out with the deer in your garden is this, and this works too, but it only works a little bit because deer get used to things and they train themselves to know what's dangerous and what's not dangerous, so they'll get used to this. But this will work for about a good 3-4 weeks. What you do, get you some fishing line and get you some old pot plates. Um, Usually your grandmother or your mother, depending on how old you are, they usually have these silver pie pans around. You can get them from like when you're buying a pie crust or something like that. But or you can use cans. Get that joker, punch a hole in it, tie the fish string up around it, and make sure you lay the fish string tight. Tie it off in the string, stake it off in the ground, tie it around, put a good knot in it, and put your nut and stretch it out. Now, when the wind blows against these cans and these pie crust pans and the cans, it's gonna ding, 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 ding. It's gonna make noise, and it's gonna show movement. Well, when you show movement and you make noise to a deer, he's not gonna come over there messing with your peas. or the rest of the stuff in your garden. But like I say, that's only a short fix. Cause after a while, they gonna come up there, and then one of them he gonna sit there. He gonna just test it out. He gonna be like, I'm always seeing this joker move, but ain't nothing ever happening. So he's gonna get smart and he's gonna test the water. And next thing you know, he gonna go on through that thing or jump over it and go get your fruits and vegetables. I'm telling you, them deer, man, they rough. They rough. Uh, Only thing else after that to keep the deers off, man, is to have you a dog that's like a guard dog, like a guardian dog that'll patrol your place at night. That'll run them off. You know, that's the only. Other than that, I mean, I know you're not gonna sit up all night and try to watch out for no deer. That's unhumanly possible, and it's against the law too. Let me say that. Yeah, it's against the law. So you can't sit up there at night trying to watch for no deer. Uh, Now in the state of Texas, what I can do, since it's being outside deer season, I can contact my local wildlife enforcement agency, Texas Wildlife, the game warden, like the man just passed through here a little while ago. All I had to do is tell him, hey, y'all know what I'm doing out here. I'm farming. This is my livelihood. I sell this and I eat this, and these deer being a nuisance. And they'll give me a nuisance stamp on my license, and I can shoot deer left and right out here on this field. Long as they out here in my pea patch, I could drop them. But I gotta call the game warden. I gotta let them know before I go and start doing this. You just can't knock him off just because he was in your garden. Talking about, oh, it was a deer in my garden and I shot him. No, you have to call the wildlife agency. Call them, hey, I got these deer out here. They destroying my crop. And then they'll give you the proper paperwork that you need to where you can knock off the dirt, in your garden. But other than that, man, that's the only way you're gonna keep a deer out of there. And when it comes to growing, let's say, squash, a lot of people don't like squash, but I'm gonna tell you a dish that you can make with squash that man, look, people will love it. That don't even eat squash. Your kids and everything will love this. I'm telling you. Get you some squash, man. And you want a nice tender squash. Uh, Hook neck or straight neck, it doesn't matter. But you get a nice, squash spot like that. You know what I'm saying? Peel him up, slice it, wash it, and then cut him up. I cut him in little circles, little thin chips. I slice him up like that. And then I cut some bell peppers and onions and a little bit of celery, chop it up, and then some butter. I put all that in a cast iron skillet with a little bit of bacon grease and put all that in the skillet. And I let the onions and the bell peppers and the celery and all that cook. And I put some more little seasonings on it that I like. And then after I do that right there, that's when I go ahead and I throw in the squash on that. And then you put a lid on that and let that smother cake. Yeah, I said smother cake. Let that smother cake. Once you let that smother cake and them squash starting to get all good and flimsy, that's when you take that out of there and you put it in a pan. Set it to the side. Get your bacon. Get your bacon. You know what I'm saying? However much bacon you like. I would say, me personally, I'll get a whole pack of bacon because I get a lot of squash that I'm cooking for 3 other people, right? So I get a whole pack of bacon. I fry that bacon. And I fry that bacon almost stand up stiff, crispy. You know what I'm saying? Like you almost like that. So it still got a little bend to it. Take that up out of there. And then you cut that up, dice it. I get a meat cleaver, put it on my cutting board, and I heat it up a little bit and dice it. And then I put it off in there with that squash. Now I get that squash and that bacon, everything mixed up, put it in the pan, and I hit it with that cheese. That's when I come through with that shredded cheddar, put it on there real good and thick, man. And I saved some bacon crumbs also. Put it off in the oven. Let's stay off in that oven for about 25 minutes. And then I put that on the rest of them bacon crumbs on top. Put it back in the oven for about 5 more minutes. Bring it back up out of that oven. Say, man, stick a fork in that thing, it's done, man. And when I tell you the whole family gonna love it, the whole family gonna love it, man. And that's the way to get your kids to start eating that produce, man. And that also uh, makes them more enthusiastic when it comes to getting out there in that field. When it come to say, son, grab that hoe and come help me dig up these taters or something like that. Say, man, he don't mind digging up them taters because you know them taters is them French fries that's gonna hit that plate. See, that's what I feel like a lot of the new generation is missing. That's the disconnect. You know what I'm saying? If they knew actually where their food come from, they would be more invested in growing the food and making sure the food is good. But I mean, hey, I'm not no scientist or nothing like that. But I just feel like that's what it is. That's where the disconnect come from. If you don't know where your food come from, you don't know how it's grown, you don't know the blood and sweat and tears that it takes to grow that food, you ain't gonna have no respect for that food. You know what I'm saying? That's why they let you get away with all of the processed foods and stuff like that. And man, and them processed foods is real messed up. Ain't no telling what's all in that. And they pumping it off on us and we steady eating it. Man, if I could tell you anything, and if you could do it, wild game and growing your own food, it's the best way to go. It's the best way to go. Wild game and raising your own livestock, your own chickens, your own cows, your own, and then planting your own food, growing your own fruit and vegetables. That's the way to go. For real, guys. I mean, if you could help it. I mean, if you could help it and you got some land, well, make that land work for itself. Grow something on that land, man. Put something in the dirt. Something will come up out that dirt. And it's going to pay you. Pay you two ways. It's going to feed your family and it's going to feed your pocket. Because right now in this day and age, I'm telling you, ain't too many people got that access to that real good organic food, man. So that's a hustle for you right there. If any of y'all are my returning viewers, if you're not, man, go on hit the like button, go on hit the subscribe button, and do that for me, man. Cause I'm gonna keep on bringing y'all ways that y'all can turn y'all land into money, and make your land build generational wealth for your kids, for their kids. You show them this right here, man. Say they can come all the way up. What's going on, Piffy? Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm telling you, y'all can come all the way up with what I'm giving you. I'm telling you, and be healthy. Cause if you grow it in the ground, it's coming from the ground. It's healthy. The ground is look. We come from dirt. You know what I'm saying? So wouldn't it make sense that something's coming from dirt would be good for us? You know what I'm saying? Just like the wild game I was talking about. Well, they feast upon the stuff that come from the dirt. You know? Just like the livestock you grow. Whatever you feed it, that's what it's going to be for you. So you feed it good. You feed it good on grass out here that you growing. And on your crops, when you done harvest all your crop, then you turn your cows out there on it and your pigs on it. Now they eat on it. Now they meat is good. Now winter time come, now you slaughter them. Now you put that up. Now y'all good. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, it's ways to, man, you can survive out here in the country, man. That's why I love the country, man. I feel like God really shines down his light and his graces and his blessings on the country, boy. He do it for everybody else too. He's your God. He's our God. But I just feel like he really just shined down on the country, boy, man. I ain't lying. When you sitting in that deer stand, man, and it's that cold morning, and that big buck steps out of that wood line onto the pipeline, and he just standing there looking at you like, what's up? and you draw down on him, go, you get him. Say, man, that's a whole feeling right there. You be like, thank you, God. I'm telling you. Say, man, another example. When you sit out there and you till your dirt and your field, you out here and you getting it in, you get everything together, and you watch it come together from nothing, man. And you go out there and you pick your fields, you picking your harvest, you getting your harvest, you take your harvest to market, you sell your harvest. The people that's buy your harvest, they're like, man, thank you so much, Billy D. I appreciate this. I miss this. This takes me back to when my great grandma and me, we used to get out on the porch and it takes me back to thank you so much. Not just for the food, but for the memories. Man, say that's a feeling. That's a feeling. Well, for me it is. You know what I'm saying? That's a feeling. Man, say, man, it is what it is. Yeah, it is. It really is the greatest feeling. I mean, cause look, man, it's like you taking something from nothing, from the ground, and you formulating it with your hands. It's like you going back into that primal time, like that throwback Adam and Eve type. You know, God gave you the land and everything within it type thing. You know what I'm saying? If I can articulate that right for y'all, that's how it is for me. It brings me back to that. So that's what I teach my kids. That's what I teach my nieces and nephews. I be trying to get on here on YouTube and connect with real people so I can spread that message a little better and a little louder. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell everybody, you know, when you come through this channel, just go ahead, like, subscribe to it, you know what I'm saying, and share it. Because it's going to be something for you. It's going to be something for your kids. It's going to be something for everybody around your life, man, that you hold dear to. Because we all want to feed our people. We all want to uplift our own people, you know what I'm saying? We all want to embetter the people that we love, man. That's what we want to do, right? At the end of the day. And so that's what I'm going to tell you, man. I can show you how to get money off the land. I can show you how to buy that land. Because, like I was on the Dewberry show the other day, and I was telling some of his people and some of my dudes that had tuned in, I was telling them, I said, man, you come down here to the country, man, you buy land, say you get an acre of land. Because if you're in the city, you get a little old .acre or .25 or a quarter acre lot, you're going to be paying $15,000, $20,000 for that lot. Man, you come down here to the country, you get a whole acre, and you might pay anywhere from $5,000 to $8,000 for that acre. But you gotta buy it right though. You gotta make sure that land got some timber on it. Not no bushy woods, not no little old bitty, but some good tall straight pines and you know what I'm saying, some good tall oaks and stuff like that. You wanna make sure that the land is good. You wanna make sure that it's up good up like on a hill kind of or good. You don't want no bottom land. You know what I'm saying? But make sure it's got timber on it for sure. And when you do that, you buy it, then you sell the timber. That timber that you sell off that land is going to pay for the land itself. That's your money back. Probably you're going to profit a little bit more than that because you don't spent by I'm going to say on the middle land, you spent $7,000 for that acre of land. You know what I'm saying? Now, boom, you're going to turn around, you're going to make about 10 to 15 off this lumber, off the timber. You're going to make that. You know what I'm saying? Boom. So when you make that, that's when you turn around because now your land cleared off. You know what I'm saying? You got that money in your pocket. You got that 10. We're going to say you made 12 off of it. We're going to go in the middle. You made 12.5 off of it. Okay, now you got that in your pocket. Now you're going to go get you a well dug. You go get that well dug. You know what I'm saying? That's going to cost you $5,000. But now you got your own water on your own place. You know what I'm saying? Then you go and hopefully, another thing you got to look at before you buy your land, you got to go and make sure that you got access to electricity. Make sure you're close to a main line somewhere. Okay, if you close to a main line somewhere, it ain't gonna cost you no whole 5,000. It's gonna just cost you probably about 2 to 3. You know what I'm saying? Now you got money left over to play with. But see, now I can teach you some more things that go with that. But the first thing that you need to do before you buy any land in the state of Texas or Louisiana, look at that dang GPS or the Google Earth or whatever you have and make sure that you got access to your property. Access to your property. What are you saying, Billy D? I'm saying this. Do not get landlocked. Make sure that you got a road access to your property that's a public road access, or you have permission from any one of them landowners that's blocking you out from your land. What I'm saying, don't buy a dot in the middle of a circle, because you're just going to be bullseyed out your land. You understand what I'm saying? It's called landlocked, and they don't have to let you do it. I don't have to let you to your land because you got to go through my land to get to your land. Now I can't stop you from flying over my land and dropping down onto your land, but you cannot walk physically over my land to get to your land in the state of Texas or Louisiana. So that's one thing that you gotta make sure you do before you buy this land or before you lease this land to hunt. Like I was telling them on Anthony Dewberry channel, I said, look, man, I seen guys buy a hunt lease over here in Mansfield, Louisiana, man. They bought the hunt lease. It was like 80 something bucks, I think it was. Yeah, already, man. That's what I do on my channel, man. Y'all look, y'all give me them likes and them subscribes, man. Hey, look, man, it's worth it. Look, check this out. Them guys bought that lease. It was 80 acres over there by off of 509. And y'all know that lake, that river run down, that little bayou run down through there on the backside of this property they bought. Okay, and there were like 3 other landowners that already was hunting around them, that had land around them. But they was like, oh, we ain't tripping. We can get to it by the river, get in the boat, and then go on down through there. And, well, they tried to go down through there on the backside of this joker and recognize that it's swamped out. They cannot get down through there, through this back off of there. So they couldn't do it. So they were like, okay, well, let's go around over here, and it's a road right there, Allwell location road. Let's ask them. So they figured they can go down the Allwell location road. No, you can't. Yeah, it's an all location road, but that's them people property. That's them people wells. They leasing. That's still them people property. So they can't use that road. It's gated and locked and shut. Only 3 people got the key. Was the pumper, the dude from the gas company, and the other 2 property owners. The other 3 property owners, my bad. Okay, so he went to them people and he was like, look, can I please get the right of way through here? Can I use? No. Nobody can get on our roads. Nobody. So now what? Them people stuck, right? Man, look, by the grace of God, because them dudes, they were some good people, man, and the dude who leased them the land was a good dude. I guess he thought that they found the way that they can get in. That's why he leased it to them. But he had a good heart. Because guess what? He didn't have to give them that lease back. You're supposed to look at the lease agreement. You're supposed to look at the land and get access before you buy anything, before you lease anything. First thing, make sure you can gain access to this before you go out there bullcoining on these people's stuff, wasting your money. You feel what I'm saying? So, boom. What happened was the dude gave him his money back, man. Gave him their money back and told him, it's okay, I understand. I didn't know that y'all couldn't get access to it. He said, I've been having that problem for years. He said, I figured since y'all stayed down this way, y'all could get access to it. And after y'all got access to it, I was going to try to keep on getting access through y'all access. So he thought he was going to win-win through them. But once he realized he couldn't, he was like, okay, man, I'm giving y'all money back, man. Because that's messed up that they wouldn't let y'all through. He thought just because he was from like Baton, no, he wasn't even from Baton Rouge. What was he from? I thought he was somewhere up north. That's why he was getting done like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's another conversation too, boy. Hey, boy, them North cat from up north, they call them Yankees or whatever, and they come down here. Boy, these boys down here be acting crazy to that. These rednecks down here, they don't like. They talk about them. What they talk about? But anyway, man, now back to what I'm saying, man. That land, man, that's how you get it. That's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Make the land work for you. But it's things that you do with the land you got to do before you get the land. You know what I'm saying? Just know your location, know your soil, especially if you want that land for, like, what you want this land for. If you want this land for growing things, you want this land for like an all-around homestead, you know what I'm saying? Well, if you want that land for all-around homestead, like I say, you don't want to get no bottom land. You don't want nothing in the bottoms. Now you might wanna have some bottom on your land, but you don't want that to be your whole main land. You don't want the whole scope of your land to be bottom land. And the reason why I say that is because if you want a homestead, you want to be able to grow. You want to be able to graze. You want to be able to raise. You know what I'm saying? You got kids, you got animals. You know what I'm saying? Your animals got to graze. Well, you want to grow food. Well, you want to have some good soil for growing food. You can't grow food in no bottom, that stay wet 80% of the year. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have some good soil for that. You got to have good, level. So you got things you got to know before you buy this land. You can't just, you just can't go out there and be like, any, many, mighty, mo. Let me buy this 5 acres from Joe. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You think about what you're doing with your money before you spend your money. If you're trying to invest that money and make that money grow you something and build you something in the long run, when it comes to this country stuff, man. And that's it, man. And it ain't hard to do. It ain't hard. This is easy work, man. This is easy work. Only thing is, you need a tractor. If you're going to be out here in the woods, man, you want to hustle and make you some money, man, all year round, you need a tractor, regardless. It needs a bucket on it. You need at least a bush hog and a tiller and a disc. Box blade optional. But you need at least those things right there with that tractor. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to bust it down to you. You growing peas or you growing whatever you're growing, you need that tractor. You're going to need that disc to break up the ground. You're going to need the tiller to bust up the make it fine. Okay? You need that. Now, your field growing up, it ain't growing season no more. You need that bush hog on the back so you can cut the grass out there in your field. Keep everything low because you don't want everything growing up around your place, right? Okay, boom. What other attachment? That box blade, reason why I said box blade, because you might want to level something off, All right, then that bucket, you're going to have to load something. You're going to have to lift something. You know what I'm saying? People steady trying to get at me on TikTok. I told you that TikTok, I'm trying to boom on that TikTok a little bit, man. But anyway, so, you got to have those things. Now, other people going to need stuff done. That's why I say you need that bucket on that tractor. You need that bush hog. People going to want their fields cut. Man, you could charge, man, look, and I don't even do it, but I don't even really gouge on people. I try to love on people, man, and keep them around, right? So I can make sure I can do this 3-4 times in the summertime, and that's just with that person, Jack. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you got 3 acres. Give me $300. I'm gonna be done with that in about 35, 40 minutes, depending on how it laid out. And I'm done with you for the day. I'm going on down the road to the next one. $100 an acre. Just like that. You done paid for the maintenance on your tractor. If you done leased out the tractor, if let's say you lease one, you don't own one, you leasing one, you done made it pay for its own payments. Off of two places. I ain't gonna say yard. We talking about fields. We talking about acreage. You out for two, three places, you done paid your note. Shoot, you do it all summer for 3 months. Yeah, you done paid for the whole year and you chilling. Hustle. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all kind of ways in the country, man. It's all kind of ways. It ain't gotta be, you ain't gotta, that city is death, man. And I know, man, I'm from the hood to the woods, man. You can't miss me. And I know the city is death, man. I pray for my people still in the city all the time, man. The city is death, man. I don't care if you ain't even in the streets. Just walking out your door, breathing that stinky air in the city is death, man. Real talk. Just drinking that faucet water is death, man. You think I'm lying? I ain't lying. Country is life, man. From the hoods to the woods, you gotta make that your merch. You know I am. I am. You sure right, Piffy. That's going down. Yeah. I got to get in contact with my boy Dude. I'm supposed to be hitting him up tomorrow. We're supposed to be linking up tomorrow. And I'm going to figure out the game on that. Because like I say, I'm new to it. Already, man. Hey, I appreciate that. Hey, I appreciate that for real. I need that. From the hood to the woods, man. And it's easy to do. It's an easy transformation. It's the same mentality. That's what I was trying to say the other day on the show. It's the same kind of thought process. I took what I knew from the hood and applied it to the woods. You know? Same thing. And I took what I knew from the woods and applied it in the hoods. Because see, in the woods, people down here mind their business, man. People down here, man, look, say, they only know each other's business because they might stay in the same vicinity, right? But other than that, they don't talk about Joan and Joe over there across the woods, man. They mind their own business. They see and don't see. So when I went to the hood, I did that. I seen and don't see. I played the country boy dumb. When I came from the city to the woods, I was like, man, I could make some money around here off this. I know what these people like. I done been around here long enough to know what can make money, what's a commodity. That's one thing about a city cat, a hood. You know what's a commodity. You know how to make it right. You know how to work that commodity to its fullest capability. Whether it be a person, whether it be drugs, whether it be whatever it may be, you know how to work it to make it work. That's what you got to apply to the woods. The same thing you was doing in the hood, you got to apply it in the woods. And it's easy to do. Easy to do, man. And make so much money doing it. Because after you get the rolling in that money, then you can get the flipping land, buying land. That's what Cat's on right now. That's what I'm on right now, man. Getting this land together, man. Say, man, we talking about doing something big with this land, man. Y'all sit back and watch. It's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a movement. Yeah, it's a movement, man. Shoot, man. You know what? It's a movement without breaks. Yeah, it's a movement without obstacles, man. Yeah, it's a movement without any kind of stoppage. Yeah, this gonna keep on going. This gonna keep on going. Because this is life. This is sustaining life. That's what I'm trying to tell. It's way more country than city. Way more country than city. The city is landlocked. The city is packed in, blocked in. You can tell by the houses. You can tell by the restaurants that's close by each other. You can tell by the buildings, the cars. When you drive home, you right next to another car. All at least 45 minutes. I know, I'm talking from experience, Jack. Get on 635 in Dallas, man. Yeah, get on 635 and then try to get on 75. Yeah, try to go to West Dallas. Try to go, yeah, get on 35, try to go on out there, man. No, you can't do it. Man, from 3:30 to 7 o'clock, it goes down. In the woods, down here in the country, say, man, go pick up the kids in peace, drive home in peace, you know what I'm saying? Say, what? This, hey, man, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Only traffic jam I get is right down here in downtown Bethany. yeah, that big city. Downtown Bethany, where we got one caution light. And sometimes you go right there at 5 o'clock in the evening, you're going to get a line of about 15 cars coming from the left, and you're going to get a line of about 15 cars coming from the right. And after them 30 cars pass out the way, that's the traffic jam, Jack. say, real talk, man. That's that country living, man. Say, real talk, though. I love it, man. But one thing I don't love about the country is these new age trail rides, though. I must speak on that for a half a second, and I'm not going to give it too much because I hate negative. But, man, 23 people injured. I don't know if anybody died. If they did, man, my condolences. Man, 23 people injured. Way out there in the woods, man. And I know the area where they talking about. I done been out there pipeline work before. Out there on them same place where they was at. So I know exactly where they at. Man, that's way back in the woods, man. You talking about, boy, if a snake bites you back there, you dead. That's what one of the pipeline men had told us when we were working back there. So just imagine getting shot or cut or stabbed way back there in the wood. And these people shooting these, what they call them, mother, with the switches? That what they doing? They out there switching people? Man, that was crazy, man. And they talking about it was thousands. It was like 2,000 or 3,000 people out here at this trail ride, man. Say, man, them people put them boots on the ground for real that day, Jack. Because they were running. Yeah, they put them boots on the ground for real, Jack. Running. You supposed to be out there riding horses, man. A lot of fools out there ain't even never had no horse. Don't even know what to feed a horse. But they're out there with these guns. And these tight ass pants and shit. Oh, excuse me, y'all. But I get in my feelings some kind of way when I see people doing dumb stuff. That's so detrimental, man. Man, come from the hoods, man, to the woods, man. Don't reverse it. Don't bring the woods to the hood. Say, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something that most of y'all probably don't know. And that's if you, I'm gonna say you my people. Most of my people, man, we migrated from the east and from West Louisiana to Dallas or Fort Worth or all of that. This is where they come from. And I say that to say this. This soil has enough of red clay that stained with our ancestors' blood, man. I'm telling you, man. Why you think the clay so red around here, man? From here to Georgia. When you get past East Texas, when 903 turns into 214, the clay is black. But from 903 to Atlanta, it is red. That's the blood of our ancestors, man. But I ain't gonna get too deep into that. All I'm saying is, y'all gotta stop it, man. Man, you gotta stop it, man. Who gives a dang about an op? Nigga, you ain't in the Marines, you ain't in the military, you ain't got no opposition, man. You your own opposition. You your own opposition, man. I don't like preaching. That what my mama and grandmama said I should have done, or I should have been doing, or I'm gonna be doing one day. I know. I imagine they are from Georgia. That's what. See what I'm saying? All that shit migrated to like the West to get away from you know what I'm saying. I don't like going in all of that, because like I was saying up there on the show, man, I was raised up with a great grandmother that was 94 years old. Her mother died at 106 before that, and her mother's auntie died at 116. I was young, but I was old enough to talk to all these people at that age. You know what I'm saying? So, look, y'all, I've been out here bumping my gum, and this thing for to go dead, y'all. So, I'm going to get back out here later. What is that? Jimmy Piffy? I'm going to make you a moderator, man. I'm going to figure out how to do that, man. Yeah. Salute to you too, man. Salute to you too. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day, man. Love y'all people, man. Peace.